Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man, hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help.
All right. It's Thursday afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. It's your nephew. It's your boy, Greg Deville, back in the studio once again. Excited to share more great information. Right here at 702.5 FM. That's right. Thursday afternoon. This is what we do every Thursday. We talk real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Shout out to Icy Jones, for that wonderful piece that he put together for me, man, Greg Deville. So again, now, as we always want to start off, we want to talk about the real estate because you need to own some. You need to own some. Come on now. You've been giving away money to the landlord way too long. Look, I got some money right now. I got to give away up to $30,000 for the first-time home buyer. That means if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, that's right, you're a first-time home buyer, 2 years on the job, at least a 620 FICO score, and have completed your tax returns for the last 2 years, we can go up to 30 racks. That's right, you can have the money. You got to qualify, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty, the name you need to know right here in the Valley. The largest black-owned real estate firm in the state. That's right, I said it. Don't forget it. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, your nephew, want to help you get into a house with no money down. Now, maybe you own a home. You've got some problems happening trying to keep the home. I have been to the county recorder's office. I'm telling you, man, people are losing their homes. It's been on the market in the last 20 days. There's been 125 foreclosure filings in the last 20 days. 125 foreclosure filings in the Clark County area. If you know someone losing their home, listen, don't let pride put you out there and lose that equity. I got a lady right now. I'm working with her. We're just waiting on that offer to be signed. Guess what? things go the way expected, she'll walk away with 140, well, between 135 and 140,000 in equity back to her. Listen, once it closes within 24 hours, she'll get 135 to 140,000 of equity, and she's losing the home. But the advantage is with Team Greg Deville, we're gonna save that home and sell that property, save that equity and sell that home. This is what we do. So if you know someone that's in trouble, don't look. It might be you. 702-349-0162. Don't lose the home and the equity too. The bank is going to foreclose. Listen, many of you, you're on that notice. This particular person is behind $46,000. Can't borrow it. Uncle Willie don't have it. Ain't got that much at least. The only way to get out of that right now is to be able to pay that rear and bring it current. But if you know you can't bring it current, you got this foreclosure filing on you, the next best thing happening for you, if you can't meet that delinquent payment of 20, 30, whatever it is, right? I've been there. Hey, listen, I'm transparent, Greg Deville, the broker, the owner. I've been there. Now, I've had to go and do the modification. Guess what? The market hit everybody, bro. You're not alone. Right? We've all had challenges. The market flipped upside down, man, and the equity went, the interest rates went sky high. Like to break your savings. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna let that happen. Right? So we put in for the mod. Like, it's free to everybody. But you know what I realized? Everybody's not getting it. Right? We were fortunate enough we were able to get it and move some things around. And yet, because listen, at the end of the day, it's about keeping the business doors open or paying the mortgage, right? So I sacrificed the mortgage to keep the doors open to the business. Had to make a pimp decision. What do? We got to keep the doors open because that's how we pay for everything, right? So we got 3 different locations. The wise decision for me was to keep the doors open. Because you can get 3, 4, 5 months behind in the mortgage. Now, remember, I did call to make that payment and get it right. They told me, nah, we sent that down to the foreclosure. I'm like, what? I'm trying to pay it down, pay it right, get it right with you, right? That's what they say. No, we can't take that payment, Deville. We sent that down to foreclosure. Now you got to wait 2 more weeks while they rack up more charges where it was just like 75. Now it's up to 12,005. And then you got to pay in 2 weeks. It's going to go up another 2. Now you up to 15,000. You go another 30 days, it's 18 racks. What do? Now, fortunately for us, we were able to get the mod. They put the payment to the end of the loan, but that's not happening for everyone, unfortunately. That may not be your answer. That might not get you where you need to be. But guess what? We have an answer for you. And it's called equity, because many of you have over 120,000. And if only you had the credit score to be able to refinance it, you could get that money. You could pay all your bills. You could pay the car off, both cars. Some of y'all got 2 cars. You could pay those credit cards because you've been living on them, right? Be honest with yourself. Listen, I'm in the real estate industry. Did it hit me? Yeah, it hit me for a minute. Yeah, it sucker punched me. But we still in the game. We still doing what we doing. Praise God, man. Glory to God, right? We still in the game. But you can be in the game too by using that equity when you sell the house. Now, you will have to rent for about a year, right? You will have to rent for about a year, right? But when I get you this 120, 150,000, I want you to pay that car off. I want you to pay those credit cards that you've been living on, pay those credit cards down. And now for the next 6 months, 7 months, you're just going to live according to your income. You're going to put that money, that extra money to the side. I want you to take a vacation. I do want you to take a vacation. I'm going to get you 150,000 on your equity because you've been stressing. I'm going to need you to spend a couple thousand on a vacation. You could do a staycation. You don't have to give the airlines. You could stay right here, get you a nice spot, Bellagio, Paris, whatever, right? Somewhere and sit down and chill. Go sit by the pool with an umbrella. Take a vacay, because 1 year We're going to put you back into home ownership. In 1 year, I'm going to put you back, but you got to save that money. I don't need you to buy nothing. I'm going to need you to hold steady. Pay those bills. Get those credit cards back down that you know and I know, we know you've been living on. You've been using this credit card to pay that credit card. Ask me how I know. We've been there, baby. We've been there. But guess what we doing? We learning now, right? We learning now. Now we gotta do a different strategy. And that's all good. Life is full of strategies. Life is full of making, changes according. We never came back from a pandemic. We never had one to know what to do. So now I'm gonna put you in the game and I want you to follow my instructions. I'm gonna be your wise counselor right here, right? We're gonna sell that house, save that equity, get that money, take a vacay, pay down those credit cards, pay that car off. Don't buy nothing else. Just take it to the cleaners. Because you got a ton of clothes. You got a ton of stuff. I need you to buy nothing down through here because you got to move out. You're going to really see how much stuff you really got when you got to move out. You're going to be like, man, I didn't even realize all these cabinets had all this stuff. I need you to buy nothing else. Hear what I'm telling you, people, is you getting back in the game. It's going to take a minute, like 1 year. 1 year, you're going to rent for 1 year. Because remember, renting should only be a Band-Aid. Renting should not be an answer to your problem. You should not rent longer than 3 years. But if you're working with Deville, I'm going to put you in for 1 year. Now, I'm not against rentals, but it's a Band-Aid. It's a temporary something. It's like a brace on the arm, right? Temporary. You coming out the brace, baby. We're going to sell that place, get you that money. Now, when we get you the money, here's what I want you to do. Be smart. Don't buy nothing else. Pay down some stuff. That's why you in trouble. A lot of us in trouble because we just got too much stuff. We like stuff. We got to have a new bag, got to have new shoes to go with the bag and then the wallet. Yeah, all that. Right now, I'm going to need you to take all that to the cleaners. Go get all that clean. Start your whole wardrobe open. Then I want you to put it in this order, and you're going to start from this end of the closet, from the cleaners. And you won't have to wear the same thing for, I bet, a year. That's how much stuff you got. But listen, if you're on that notice of default and you're about to lose that home, Deville's here to help you. I'm going to sell that home, save that equity, get you the money. I'm going to get you the max I can get you. But you got to follow the plan. Don't veer from the plan because that's how you're going to end up broke. Do you know how fast money can fall out your hands? I'm telling you, for those of you that are believers, you better send a tithe. You better give a tithe and an offering so you can be smart. The rest of you who don't believe in all that, put it somewhere you ain't got access. Put it somewhere that you don't have a debit card to it. Put it in an account, not under the mattress. Don't give it to somebody to hold for you. No, put it in an account where you can bear some money on it in a year, right? But I want you to do this. Let's say we're getting you that $140,000, as I previously mentioned. Getting you that $140,000. I want you to pay those credit cards. Everything will probably total about $25,000, $30,000. Then you'll have another 10 right there. Then I want you to take another 25, and I want you to do a staycation. You could spend it on go to Jamaica. I don't care. Just take a vacay, right? Because you're gonna need to. You're gonna need to chill. Deville sold the home. Deville got you out of the stress. Now I want you to go relax on a budget. On a budget. Then when you come back from that, go back to work, everything. You renting for a minute. Hey, look, I'm cool. Deville got me out of what I was in. Praise God. I feel good. I look good. Even your skin gonna start showing healthy again because you stressing out, bumps and stuff coming. It's all kind of stuff. Weight loss. This one lady was saying she lost so much weight, the people on the job asked her what's wrong with her. She said, why do you think something wrong? She said, because you done lost all your weight. Your face sinking in because you're stressed. She said, oh, girl, I'm stressing. Then she met Deville. Deville got the house on the market, got it priced right, about to open escrow. Guess what? In 35 days, she going to be 135 to 140 strong working with Deville. If you know somebody, Greg Deville, Team Deville, can help, 702-349-0162. You can Google me. You can. I just Google Greg Deville. Got about 9. You can get me. Reach out to me. Look up Black Real Estate Professional. There I am. Look up the president of the Black Real Estate Professionals Network. There I am. So wherever, go to Facebook, Greg Deville. We everywhere because this is what we do. We're not about the money. We're about the help. If I give you help, the money going to come. What I learned is don't chase money. Money will chase us. If I keep doing to help the community, money going to come. We ain't chasing money. Somebody say, I'm chasing the bag. I'm not chasing the bag. The bag chasing me. If I can help, whether buying, selling, or investing in commercial or residential property, Deville Realty can help. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. As I mentioned, in the last 20 days, there's been 125 families that has gotten a foreclosure notice. If that's you or someone you know. Now, those of you that are veterans, I got a program with a mere 560 FICO credit score. 560 and you're a veteran, you can get your DD 214 reinstated. Guess what? Get into your own home. I'm going to be able to do it with the work, helping my lenders. I work with about 8 or 9 lenders. I got plenty of lenders, and each one has their own gift. So I got I got 3 no money down lenders. I got 2 VA lenders, and all the rest of them for the 401k. Now, those of you that have a 401k on the job, I can get you in that with a 580. So I'm working all these programs to get you in because you got to stop giving that rent money away. That rent money is coming. Look, you paying somebody's wealth. You're creating wealth through equity. Guess what? For somebody else. So I want to help you get out of that, get you in the driver's seat, so that where you lie your head at night, you get equity from it. Because where you lying your head right now, if you renting, the landlord's getting the equity from it. And then they sell the house. You got to move anyway. So before you go look for another rental, contact my team, 702-349-0162. Contact my team and let us set you with a lender. Do an application first. You know how many people I've helped who's looking for a rental, didn't know they could buy it, be like, ooh, Deville, I didn't know I could buy a house. I'm like, it wasn't until you met me. We pulled some strings. We know some folks. We can get some stuff done, right? 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville. Listen, my 8th year on radio. This is how consistent we've been with what we're doing. We're not stopping. We're going in stronger. I'm chasing these foreclosures now because I want to help people save that equity. Stop letting these foreclosure banks take your money. This is where I come the shortstop. That's right. I'm the shortstop right here. I'm going to cut them short in their tracks so we can get you in and save that equity. Now, you're going, as I mentioned, you're going to rent for a minute. It's just for a minute, though. But I'm going to give you good news. I want you to take a vacation. I want you to take a little vacation because you've been stressing. But I got the answer to the stress. I got the hookup for you. I don't know. Today is something different about today. I feel good about today. It's different than normal. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something good on the horizon. I was driving up and water came from under my truck. I said, ooh, it's trying to distract me from something great. Something great. I'm about to help somebody. And I don't know who it is. I just know what I'm doing is here to help. And if it's not you, then it's someone you know. And be a blessing to them. Give them my contact. Let them know that Greg Deville, this is what he does. I'm in the helping. I'm not chasing money. I'm not asking you for no money. In fact, free buyer representation with Deville. You don't pay me nothing. I'm going to get paid later on. Let's get you something. Let's get you in something and I'll get paid after that. How about that? But if that foreclosure is you or somebody you've been talking about, man, or they've been saying, man, I'm going through right now, and say, call Greg Deville. He'll show you how to do it and get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. That's what we do. 702-349-0162. The energy is real. I'm telling you, I've been helping families so long that they still call me, say, Deville, I got a friend. And let me thank all the many of you who've helped refer Deville Realty. I'm going to pause right there because I've gotten a lot of phone calls, even this week alone, saying, Deville, my cousin, my friend, they told me to call you that you could help me. Now, if you're willing to listen, you know, I go hard because sometimes you might need to sell. I know you love your home. or you got credit issues, I'm going to say, look, I'm going to need you to call Ken, face the elephant in the room, get that credit right, because I'm a recipient of that too. Back in 2015, your boy wasn't where he needed to be. But I got with the lender. She said, Deville, here's the plan. We got a 90-day plan. Here's what I want you to do. She gave me the plan, gave me the prescription. Guess what? I'm going on my 7th year. It's my 7th year in my home. We got good equity, right? At the end of the day, what happens is people don't want to deal with the credit. So I want to talk about that. I got somebody to help you there. Got 2 or 3 of the creditors who can help get that taken care of. Stop running and start creating wealth through equity. Well, I want to take a moment now. I've got a guest on the line that okay, the callback guest, wherever you went, somehow technical difficulty. But nonetheless, we're moving right along. So as I mentioned to you, now, commercial real estate. Many of you have been expecting to go into maybe starting a business, right? And you're looking for brick and mortar. Now, remember, we do offer commercial real estate for those of you who are considering commercial real estate. Okay. Now, if you're thinking about brick and mortar, first thing you're going to need to know, how much space will I need? What is my budget? And how much am I able to pay per month? Because even with the space, there's cams, right? So there's the property has, landscaping, things like, so they're called cams, right? So those fees also get calculated into the monthly rent or lease space. You may not go right into buying when it comes to starting a business. Now, I would recommend you getting with the Vegas Chamber of Commerce. They have a couple programs going on right now. The Vegas Chamber of Commerce. Talk to Heather over there. They got some money, some funding that they're looking to help small businesses, the SBA. So again, Heather over at Vegas Chamber of Commerce. Get with them over there. There's some great programs that are out. I was at one today, and they're talking about giving up, helping with some small business loans. So for those of you, the urban, well, we got two. But right now, I want to do the Vegas Chamber. I just left there. The Urban Chamber has some funding as well. But I know they just went through a program called The Boss, and that program has ended. But now the Vegas Chamber over with Heather, they have some program funding that can help you get in. It's good to be part of the chamber. It's wonderful to network. Now, let me say this to those of you that are entrepreneurs and you want to purchase a home. I want to help you understand. If, let's say, you're a nail tech, a barber, mobile car detail business, whatever it might be, remember this. Even if you play the keyboard at the church, that's a job. Churches are paying a salary for you to pay the keys, the drums, whatever. Document all your funding, right? What I'm saying is when you get that check from the pastor that evening, when you get that check from the pastor, they deposit that. I know you need to pay a bill with it, but deposit it first. Because remember, the deposit shows your income. So self-employed people, your deposit, they're going to ask for your deposits to allow as proof of income. So when you have this type of program, you have some funding. I'm going to need you to 580. You can have your own credit score at 580, but you need to have 15 to 25,000 saved to help get into a home. Okay, that's your down payment and closing costs. So we can help get some closing costs, but I want you to go in with expectation if I have to, because I want to have you prepared rather than partially prepared, okay? So again, contact me or my team. You can contact me directly, in fact, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, the real estate broker right here in the Las Vegas Valley. Now, coming from anywhere, any state, you can Google Greg Deville. I don't care where you're hearing me from. I am a licensed broker in the state of Nevada, but if you're coming from the Chi-Town, from the ATL, Texas, wherever you're looking to come to Vegas, contact your nephew, Greg Deville, 702-349-0162. I can help wherever you are. Now, if you're living here now and you're considering moving out of state, I can get you a realtor in whatever state you're in. I can help facilitate your transition in real estate to another state. Again, for more information on that, 702-349-0162. I have a guest coming on, and I'm going to see if my engineer wants to bring her to the screen. If she's ready to go, all set, not set, Okay, we're all set. We're not set. All right. Well, listen, Ronnie. Ronnie, there you are, Ronnie. All right. We've been going back and forth. But nonetheless, we got Ronnie McClintock with Feather Nest Co-Learning Group. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited to be here and talk to you.
Yes.
I have been listening. I'm learning so much. I'm like, man, I wish I had known this stuff.
Don't worry about it. Tell somebody. That's how we do it. I say, people tell me, well, I already got it. I say, but raise somebody else up to get where you're at, right?
That's right.
Each one, reach one, teach one. But yeah, you got the Feather Nest Co-Learning Group. Give us a little bit of information about that. What did you come up with?
We are we're actually a boutique co-working space right here in the heart of Las Vegas, right next to the Arts District.
Okay.
We call it co-learning because you don't just come in and sit down and do work. We actually teach stuff and we share information with each other. Right now, this generative AI is all the rage. You know, everybody's chat GPT and how do you use it and how does it work? How can it make my life easier? Well, we have workshops on that. So we sit and we talk about that. We have meetups on Tuesdays where we're coming in and sharing best practices. Oh, this is how I used it this week. Oh, this is how I used it last week. So yeah, that's what we do. We just kind of keep each other going.
What time on Tuesdays do you typically have that?
Our meetup is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we open our doors to the co-working space and you can just come on in. We have free Starbucks coffee because, you know, we have the K-Pods. So
okay, K-Pod. I'm going to say Starbucks is, okay, all right, go for it. Now, so we talk co-learning. So here's the idea. From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm starting up a business. I can't afford a brick and mortar, but I need an office space. I need an office address. I need to look professional. Mm-hmm. Is this what I'm thinking the Feather Nest can do?
This is what Feather Nest can do. We have digital mailboxes, virtual mailboxes. So we have over 100 small businesses who got their start in Vegas here. They have a presence because they use our virtual mailbox. You can come in and pick up your mail. I collect it for you and ship it and scan it or whatever you need done. But yeah, we also have spaces that you can use. So let's say you are starting up, you don't need an office yet, but you want to meet with some folks, you know, on a regular basis. Or maybe your business is you're dealing with personal information. You don't want all of that floating around at Starbucks. You can come and get an office for an hour or for a day. You get a conference for a few hours. Yeah.
Okay. So if they're starting up a business, I was at my mailbox at my office at Deville Realty, and I checked the mail today, and some guy with a cigar business is using my address. I need to get with him and tell him to get with you because I don't know who he is, but it says cigar and hookah. I'm thinking, well, I didn't let anybody use my address, but I'm certainly going to give him the Feather Nest because, he started his business on my address. I'm thinking, okay, but this is what you do for that person. And so when we talk about monthly, does it vary or is it a flat? How does that look?
So we have our model is kind of like the Airbnb type model. It's like you just pay when you come. There are no contracts. You can get a pass for the day. You can get an office space for an hour. You go on the platforms. We're on Peerspace. We're on Liquid Space. We're on Gigster. So you go on one of those platforms and you just book the space through them. And we're very tech savvy here because, you know, my first love is engineering. So we're using the tech. So you'll get a digital key and you download that and you come on up to the door, hit that digital key, the door opens and you stay and do your work or have your meeting and then just close the door when you leave.
So if my hour ends, how does that work? Does the system shut down? I mean, what if my meeting goes over the hour? How does that look?
And you know, we haven't really had that problem too much. People are usually good at estimating, but you know, we have monitors and cameras, so we know when but if your hour goes over, you just let me know, hey, you know, we went over an hour and I'll adjust it on the back end. And that's all.
So I noticed your corporate table, you have that long corporate table in your conference. So somebody wants to have a team meeting with their team about whatever their business they're doing, but they want to have it. So that's a great idea. That's what that conference room is set up.
Yeah, and our conference room is configurable. So let's say that one room, that one table, it separates into 4 different pieces. So you can reconfigure that whole thing.
Okay. Now I need to know numbers because for men that are listening, women are good with just, you know, going on. Men need numbers. Okay. Yeah, I need to know how much a shirt costs that's in the window before I even come in the store. What's that shirt gonna run me right there? Yeah, I'm not coming in. But for those that want to know cost, what does it look like for the conference room for the hour? What does that number look like for us?
So the conference room is running on the platforms about $40 an hour.
Okay.
And you can get it for the hour. We have a 1 hour minimum, so
okay,
that's
1 hour
all.
minimum, but I can go 4 or 5 hours. Can I bring? So I want to have a lunch and learn. Can I bring lunch? Is there a table where I can have a lunch and learn for agents that I want to change the atmosphere from the office? Let's get them out of the office. Let's go somewhere. Let's patronize a business like Feather Nest. I've got 25 agents. Can I bring lunch in where we can have lunch and learn?
Absolutely. We have a kitchen in the back, perfect
okay.
staging. Yeah, we host events and we stage our food and our beverages back there. So yeah, you can absolutely bring your food in.
And I can have it catered in the way I'd like to do it, or Popeyes bring delivery, whatever it might be.
Absolutely.
Also, is there a projector in that room that I can have to go over with my agents?
There certainly are. We have 2 big screens, one in the main area, one in that conference room. They're wireless, so you don't have to worry about bringing a cable or finding a cable. So there's a code that's listed on the screen. You tap into that code, and then whatever your device is will project. It could be a laptop, it could be a phone, it could be an iPad, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, also, I'm noticing my engineer has pulled up the private office spaces. Now, when we talk the private office spaces, I want to use it for 4 or 5 hours, but twice a week.
Right.
What is that number? What does that number look like for us? So, again.
So if you're going to do something like that, I would definitely recommend just reserving it by the hour. So we have we call it the tiny conference room. It seats about up to 4. And that's running like less than $20 an hour. I think it's like $19 an hour. So if you're going to do it that infrequently, I would just reserve it when you need it.
When you need it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Now give us a contact. Okay. Give us a contact information for you to, and the website that I understand, I still call. I'm a little old school. I'll still call. You say, look, I'm coming in with about 10 people, 15, whatever.
That's fine.
But some people will, they don't want to call anymore. They just want to pop, do a text, or what contact information would you leave with them?
Awesome. So our phone number is 888
Okay.
249-0512. And you just give me a call, and I will send you a link to reserve. If you want to go on the website, it's Feather Nest CL. That's feather, like birds have feathers.
Right,
Nest.
Right.
And CL for co-learning. So feathernestcl.com.
Okay. Give us that phone number again for somebody that was writing or looking for a pen while you were saying it.
Okay. No problem. That number is 888
Right.
249-0512.
Very good. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. I love it. Another black-owned business.
Yeah.
How long have you been in business now at that location?
We've been here since October 2020. We opened when the pandemic was only going to last for another month, right?
Yeah, right. Then it went on and on and on.
On and on.
And I'm still a little leery. Somebody was coughing the other day. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. You're gonna need to. You cough one more time. One of us gonna have to leave because it's scary still. I mean, because although the counts aren't as high as they were. Nonetheless, there are still some pending cases where, we don't want to, that part. So, but again, Ronnie, I want to say thank you for this opportunity to be able, I haven't had a chance to personally visit the location, but I did want to put you on my network here to promote your business, to give you opportunity. And for those that are looking, my engineers put the screen there. I don't know if you can see that, Ronnie. We're showing, to help someone understand. So you can look corporate, just, drive through the car wash before you come so you can look all the way corporate, right? Your car's clean. It's a nice location right here. It's very well decorated. It's got a kitchen in there, and we've got some Starbucks Keurig in there, and okay, good stuff. Wonderful. Well, again, the contact information, 1-888-249-0512.
That's
and
it.
That's the now. If I wanted to contact you, what if someone wants to text? Are we able to text at that number?
I don't know. I've never had anybody text, but I'll give you my
Okay.
number. If you need to text me,
Okay. Okay.
909,
Right.
my direct, 909
Yes. Uh-huh.
331
Right.
5382.
Okay. Because we don't want to miss any money. Some people
No,
just text savvy. They could do it at a red light, send 3 messages at a red light.
that's right.
And
I
yeah,
would.
they do.
I
I'm
would.
one of them, right? I'll text at a red light. I look around, going
Oh
in.
my goodness. You're
I don't want
hardcore
to.
with it.
Yeah, I don't want to text and drive. But
That's
at a
good.
red light, I mean, hey, look, traffic's tough. I can check a couple of emails, right? Traffic's tough, especially on Paradise and Sahara. When I leave the studio, oh my goodness, I'm sitting at that light for like 3 lights.
That's a long night.
It's a lot of traffic, lot of traffic. But Ronnie, I did want to take the opportunity to have you come on as a guest to bring some awareness and attention to your business. We want to promote Black-owned businesses, help them grow, and bring attention to what you're doing. And I think it's very needed. I think you brought that vision to life. It looks very, very nice. And I'm sure, because I still have a virtual office that I started 7 years ago in the Summerlin area in Boca Park. My first office, because I couldn't afford the cost to start a brick and mortar, right?
It's
I
a
mean,
lot. It's a lot.
yeah, it's quite a bit, but I needed that professional look.
Yeah.
You know, I needed to be able to drive up, have my clients meet me at a professional place, and
Yes.
yeah. So now there's so I can reserve a private space.
Yes.
Now, how often in advance? Because that becomes an issue. I met someone today. I want to meet tomorrow. Is it often that there's an office space every day available?
Yeah, we pretty much have space available. Usually a 2-hour notice is
2 hour notice.
appreciated. We
Okay.
are 24/7 facility because
24/7.
we
Okay.
are. So you have people who are, they're starting their business up, but they still work at the casino. So they,
Yeah.
they don't get off till 7. So they have to have their meetings at 9. We have that. So it's available
Wow.
for folks. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good stuff. Again, to text her directly, her name's Ronnie, 909-331-5382, or you can go on to the website, feathernestcl.com. Ronnie, thank you so much for stopping by, sharing with us the information. And again, this co-learning space for everyone that. And then, wait a minute, I got another note right here that said podcast space available.
Yes, we
Let's
do.
talk
We have
about that podcast space.
outstanding. We have
Yes.
a podcast room. Yes. So one of the perks we provide is that we have a podcast space. It's small. We're not Sony Studios, but it's definitely will get you going. We have a technician available if you need that on
Okay.
call. A lot of the people who come and use it, they're here. If they're from out of town, they're doing podcasts, so they don't usually need the extra help. But some people do, and so we
Okay.
just need a
Okay.
little heads up so we can make sure he's here on site
So
to help
2 hours.
out.
You said 2 hours in advance notice, right?
That's it. That's all I need is
2
2
hours.
hours.
So I need 2 hours. What does it cost me with my 2 hour notice to have a podcast space? What does that
Podcast
number
space
look like?
runs. I'm on booking on the platform. It's running about $35 an hour.
Okay, 35 an hour. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you're arranging these podcasts. What are people typically time wise? Are they doing about an hour? How
Yeah,
much
I
time?
have people come in and they'll usually do a couple of segments and spend about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, they're
Oh.
quick. They're in and out.
Oh, couple segments. So they could do 2 segments, but
Yeah.
they'd have to change the shirt so you don't look like it was a repeat. Go in there and change, come back, you got on another. So we're recording them, but we're recording them to our platform, right?
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct.
So we're basically saving it there,
Mm-hmm.
right? It doesn't get to go. Does it go live? Can we do a live podcast there?
Unless they're, I've had people who will come in and do a live podcast, but
Do
most of
live.
the people who use it come in and record it. They have
Record.
their editors do whatever editing needs to be done, and then they publish it that way.
Oh, editing. Okay, I
Yeah.
never get to edit. I don't.
Oh.
My shows are live. I don't get
Well,
to. My engineer won't let me record. She.
You're good. You don't need editing, but
yeah,
you don't
yeah, I
stuttering or anything.
Oh, saying and if you're getting ready to have a podcast, stop saying yeah.
That's right.
Toastmasters. It's called Toastmasters. Or just get enough experience now. It just rolls, right? It just rolls. So
right.
okay, co-learning space, co-working space. We got the podcast space. We have the conference room, and we're at 501 South Rancho Drive, D20.
That's
501 South Rancho. Now, Rancho, and I want to say Okie, is that correct?
Okie, there's Alta here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're right near UMC.
Right near UMC. Okay, so those are, I'm just trying to draw it in their mind so they can picture where their office would be. Because, you know, it's always about the image you look that makes your business look successful, right?
That's true.
I mean, it's very important. I mean, as a real estate broker, they expect me to be in a 550. They really do. If I came with a Ford Explorer, they'd be like, I don't know that you're really doing enough business to be my broker. But so image is everything. I must agree. Image is everything. It looks like a lovely location. That's something I just wanted to put out there for many to know who you are, and blessings for you and your business. We hope that it continues to grow, and hopefully my little platform will send you a 400 or 500 people.
I am sure. I tell you, I appreciate it.
That you won't have enough space. You'll be booked up. Yeah. So wonderful. Well, again, thank you so much, Ronnie, for calling in. It's always good to see you out networking. And that's another thing people need to understand when building your business, how important networking is. Yeah. Right? It's very, very, it's very, very important to get out and network. So I'm seeing you at a lot of places. I didn't see you today at the Vegas Chamber event. I normally see you there.
Behind you. I was sitting right behind you.
Oh, you were? Oh, I didn't look behind me.
2 rows back. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't look behind. I try not to rear view mirror my life. I'm always looking straight ahead. So I apologize. You were there. But nonetheless, blessings to your business. Continue to go out and market, and we'll continue to talk about it with you. And thanks again for stopping by.
Wonderful. And keep giving that great info. I'm loving it. Thank you.
Take care. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, Las Vegas, you heard it right here. Feather Nest Co-Learning Group, 501 South Rancho Drive, Suite D20. It's a co-learning space. You want to start a business without getting that whole space. You know, I started in Deville Realty over 2005, 17 years ago. And I started with a co-working space, you know. In fact, you know what's amazing is I still have that little space. It's still in my Boca Park, Summerlin. I still go by there and use it when I need to. Listen, so if you need somewhere to go, Ronnie McClintock definitely has a co-learning space. You want somewhere to do a podcast, they have an engineer there for about $35 an hour. You can get the podcast set up. And then we have 702.5 FM studio with some podcast space here available. And I don't know that price. I won't put her on the spot. Nonetheless, we have some studio space here as well. If you've been thinking about it, get a talk show. You want to get a talk show, I want you to reach out to my friend, my boss, my engineer. We call her E. Carice. Reach out, 702.5 FM. Get you a talk show. You've been wanting to do what Greg Deville's doing. You've been wanting to get your own. You just can't do real estate, right? Just can't do real estate. We got real estate sewn up. But if you want to talk credit and you have a legitimate business, you have a business license, okay? You can have a business too. That's right. And it could be live on the radio. It doesn't cost a ton of money. It's less than what you think. And it's 4 weeks, a month. There is a contract. We want to know that you're going to stay, not just drive by. We want you to host it, have your website, have your LLC. Well, I don't know if you got to have that right now, but at least have your website, have your business license, right? We don't want to promote business. You're not really in business, and they fine us for false advertising. You didn't even go down to the state and the city, right? Now, your city might be North Las Vegas. You might be in the, city of Las Vegas. Have your business license, all right? Let's stop riding around here, riding dirty. Let's get it right, all right? So, again, we wanted to promote black businesses today. Shout out to Trina Giles, my friend over there at Grits Cafe. I'm on my way to see if I think I missed them already, huh? Man. Anyway, listen. So, 702-349-0162, Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group, 702-349-0162. The wealthy mindset is a healthy mindset. I want you to start looking at wealth as a mindset when it comes to your business, when it comes to your lifestyle. I want you to do better at getting involved in multi-stream income. although you work a 9 to 5, there should still be another stream of income. Now, while you have that 9 to 5, we're not telling you to stop, but we're saying pick up that other vision. Pick up whatever that passion you have, and let's start getting our minds toward a wealth mindset. Because many times people are living up to their budget when it comes to the 9 to 5. But you really have a passion for something. I don't know whatever that might be, but you know, whatever that thing is, chase after. Somebody said, I want to get into real estate. Listen, remember, when you get into real estate, you might get your first 2 or 3 deals from family and friends because you got into real estate. But guess what? After the family and friends, the work begins. That's right. Family and friends, you're going to get that just because you got a license. They're going to be like, oh, I'm glad you did. I want to buy a house. Can you help me? Yep. You set them up. We show you what to do. If you're looking for a brokerage and you're an agent right now, you're not doing business, join Team Deville. We're doing radio. We don't have cold calls. We got hot leads. That's right. Every week I'm right here, 702.5 FM, doing from 3 to 4 p.m. every week. I think I'm going on my 2nd year here, but I've got another station across town of which I won't name, but go to my Facebook. You'll see all my shows that I do. I'm doing 5 shows a week, 2 different stations, as well as some other podcast stuff, different platforms, multi-stream income. You've got to get involved. But if you're thinking about getting into real estate, I'm the broker. I have the largest black-owned real estate firm. We're here to help you learn the business. I've trained 4 agents. They have their own brokerages now. There's enough for everybody. This is not a competition. There is enough for it's like a comedian. It's enough for everybody. Everybody got jokes. Listen, whatever your passion, go for it. Dream big. Multi-stream income. But get you some real estate, partner. You got to have some real estate. Because you make all this money and you pay the landlord. Where we do that at, right? We got to get our own. You know, it's like the difference between leasing a car and purchasing the car. Now, somebody likes to say, I like to lease because if something breaks down, I can just take it in. Okay, that's fine. But once the lease is up, you have nothing. You got to go get another car or start that lease over. At least if you purchase, when the purchase time, let's say 36 months, 60 months, what have you, you own that car. Yes, you can get a warranty on the car for servicings that need to be done. But at least when that duration is up, you own something. Now, I'm not opposed to leasing cars and leasing property. I'm a landlord. I have real estate. And I love my tenants. But guess what I do to my tenants? I put them in a position to purchase. That's right. I go say, look, you've been here 3 years. I want you to do an application. I want to get you in the home. You know why I can do that? Because I'll always get a rental. Rentals coming down. Listen, I get 10, 15 calls a week just for rentals. I don't do rentals. Now, some of my team may do rentals. It's not, again, there's always going to be rentals. My goal is to put you into having your own. My dream is to see you have your own, creating that wealth through equity, because you're doing it. You're just doing it for somebody else. You're paying that lease car, but you're paying it to the finance company who's going to want the car back. And not only that, but you got to keep the miles down. Yeah, you can get a free service, but service isn't really that expensive if you get the warranty with the car. And guess what? When you get the home, to the person say, well, I don't want to buy a home because I don't want to have to fix something when it breaks. I just want to call the landlord. Let me tell you who the landlord's calling when you call him. He's calling the home warranty company. So when I sell your home, guess what I give you? For that first year, I give you a home warranty. So you could be just like, so do away with, and I've heard people say this, and it really is that they're not really learned or educated, if you will, in knowing the way this really works. Well, I just call my landlord. I don't never want to own a home again. Okay, well, just make the landlord rich so that he can sell it, right? You're making him wealthy through equity so he can sell it. Guess where you're going? To find another rental. And now the rent I met a lady the other day. She said she's paying $1,100 a month. I said, don't move. Because the moment you move, that rent's going up to $1,100, $1,600, $1,800. If not $2,000, you're never going to find another $1,100. That's called a studio. You know you outgrown the 3-bedroom. You definitely can't go into a studio. So if you got a low budget rent you're paying right now, Don't let the landlord feel like, you know what? I think I want to sell and cash out my equity. I've had people contact me and they paid the house. Listen, I got a man right now. He's been living in the house 10 years. He said, Deville, I know I've had to at least pay half of the man's house off, if not all of it. He said, because when I got the house, it was already a rental for about 5%. So listen, a mortgage, you could pay it off, guess what, in 15 years. We get 30-year mortgages, but you could pay it off. He said, man, I promise you, Deville, I want to say I paid this man's mortgage off. And guess what he's calling him to do? He's selling the house. So now what are you going to do? Go find another rental? But you've been listening to Greg Deville? Listen, I have up to $30,000 I can get you towards a down payment. You got to qualify for it. What do you need to qualify? I'm glad you asked. I need 2 years on the job, minimal. I need a 620 minimal. I need a debt ratio minimal of 50%. And then I need your tax return for the minimal last 2 years. That's all I need. I can get you into a home with a 401k on your job. I need a minimal $20,000 in that 401k. $20,000 that'll help you get down payment and closing costs. I need a minimal 580 credit score with the 401k on the job. I need your taxes completed for the last 2 years, and I need your bank statements. Minimal, right? Now, veterans, appreciate you, but guess what? I can get you in at a 560, 2 years minimal on the job. I don't care how many years you did in military, because your DD-214 gets reinstated. Okay. So, we're going to get you in, right? This is what we do at Deville. We're talking multi-stream income, wealth building. Listen, we got some strategies. If you're losing your home, you're on a notice of default. I just told you. In the last 20 days, there has been 125 families got served foreclosure notice. How do I know? I go to county recorder and look at it. And if you're on the list, you're going to be getting a call from me. If you're in the North Las Vegas Centennial area, you'll be hearing from Greg Deville, so I can sell your home, save your equity. Listen, my engineer said I'm out of time, but I'm certainly not out of information. I got more to share. Contact me, 702-349-0162. You can email me at DevilleRealtyLV@gmail.com or GregDeville.com. You can go to my website. Listen, I'm telling you right now, reach out, whether buying, selling, or investing. You want to get in a residual income, multi-stream income, or creating wealth through equity, your nephew got you. 702-349-0162. I got to go, and I'll talk to you next Thursday, 3 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, may God's best be yours.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. If you want to be a broker, you want to be